Hey all, it's Alma with the Cat's Pajamas, and today I'm going to show you how to put together our Easter truck card in a box. It folds flat to fit in an envelope and pops open to form this cute card that looks like the back of a pickup truck with an Easter bunny hitching a ride. It even has a blank area on the back for your card for you to write a message. This card comes in two sizes, A2 and 5 by 7. But of course, you can make them any size you want using your Cricut or Silhouette or Brother Scan and Cut. I'm also going to be showing you what you get and what to do with the SVG file using Silhouette Studio. Open Silhouette Studio and then select the file you want to open. The Easter truck comes with SVG and DXF files where the fold lines are either dashes or scores. The score lines are good if you have a machine that scores or if you want to select dashes that you want your machine to use. Now I have the business edition, but if you have the designer edition, you can open the SVG file, and that's what I'm going to do. Here's the 5 by 7 card, but when I select all of the items, it's not the dimensions that are called for under the logo. So I'll select everything and group everything together. Go to the top and close that padlock next to the width and length areas to keep the proportions. And then I'll enter one of the dimensions in the box and click Enter. The group expands to the correct dimensions. Well, almost the correct dimensions, but that's close enough. Now let's ungroup everything. With everything stacked like this, you can print and cut everything or keep going further. I'm going to go further. Select the truck and click Ungroup until you see the back of the truck divide into smaller squares. You may have to do this several times. You can see that the wheels separate, and while you can print and cut these as is, I'm going to go further. The black back is actually the area that will be the back of the card, and I'm going to actually cut that out of white. So that I can see it, I'm going to make it gray. And I'll keep going and grouping each area as I go. Of course I can stop anywhere, and I can just print the tiny items. The rear of the truck has these small headlights. I don't want to lose them, so I'm going to place them in the window of the truck and group together. When I get to these two green dividers with the eggs on them, I'm going to separate the eggs and the flour. Now my machine doesn't have a score feature, so I'll select the scores, holding down my Shift key to add to my selection. Then I'll go to the top left to the cutting pull down and select a dash line I like. Then I'll select the grass and the scores, and I'll group. Want to see it again? Ungroup the item, move off the parts that are not the same color, select the rules, then go to the top left pull down and select a dashed cutting line. Then group everything together and move it with the same colored items. Now keep on going and doing the same to the rest of the items. When you're ready to cut, remove the items from your work area that you don't want to cut. Open your page setup and set up your work area for your cutting machine. Don't forget to select the Show Print border and the Show Cut border. Then move what you want to cut to your work area. Select Send and you can see where your machine will cut. Now cut all the items out for this project. Once you have all the pieces cut out, it's time to assemble. We'll start by building the inside structure with these two pieces. The bunny is on the left, and I've placed a strip of adhesive on the small tab. Take the second piece and line up the big rectangle to the score line on the small tab on the bunny side. Now fold along the dashed lines. Add a strip of adhesive to the remaining tab and fold the other side of the strip onto the tab, lining it up with the dashed line. Attach the bunny head, carefully lining up the edges. I've run the smaller pieces through my Xyron sticker maker to make it easier to adhere, and so I don't lose them. So I have a tendency to get the pieces like on my elbows, in my hair, under my coffee cup. They're just safer with a sticker maker. And I'll just add the ears, the nose, and the eyes. Now let's do the inner layers of the box. Add the egg and flour to the first layer. And if there's any remaining adhesive, I'll just pick it up with this rubber cement pickup. You can get this at the Dollar Tree. And then the remaining egg to the second layer. Fold the tabs on the second layer back and add adhesive to the tabs. Insert the layer into the back of the bunny box. The edges of the tab should touch the back of the box. And when you get it all lined up, press firmly. Fold the remaining layers tabs forward and add adhesive. Insert that layer right behind the bunny head. This time, the edges of the tab should touch the front of the box. Now fold flat and burnish well. Open it up and burnish again. The better burnished, the better the card opens. Now let's work on the back of the truck. Attach the colored cutout onto the white part. The white part is where we're going to be writing our message. Add the wheel wells and the tires. Now the rear bed of the truck. Start with the largest piece and attach the back frame. One side of the frame has a round piece and one side is more square. The square part goes on the bottom. Add adhesive and line up to the bottom piece. Then add the rounded panel at the top and then the square fender. Now the tires. and the rear lights. Now let's put the whole thing together. Place adhesive on the front and back of the box. We'll attach that to the back of the card with the window. Line up the bottom of the box to the flat stretch between the wheels. It should also line up perfectly between the wheel wells. And press firmly. Do the same for the rear bed of the truck. Now add the remaining flowers if you wish. I've print and cut the sign for the back, and I'll attach it with foam dots. Kind of askew. I think it's kind of cute that way, but you can attach it any way you wish. And then the bunny paws are the finishing touch. I'll put one over the sign and one over the back of the truck. And that's it. You can make this card very easy with print and cut, or you can make it dimensional with more elaborate cutting. It's all your choice. I hope you give it a try. Have a great day.